Okay. All right. I believe we're live. My name's Peter Loshak. This is the college basketball second half line show that I've been doing only since last Tuesday. And overall, it's been quite a successful show as far as the picks have been concerned. As far as the tech has been concerned, good, not great. As far as the entertainment value has been concerned, good, not great. But the most important thing, the picks have gone better than I would even have hoped for. I'm also being a little bit more conservative than I would normally be with my own, picks and bets and opinions and stuff. I don't give out full game opinions and stuff, which, precisely because I'm a lot less confident in those opinions and in the edges in those opinions. I kind of like did it for the hell of it just now recently. A few minutes ago, I posted out a bunch of full game stuff. Just why not? Why? I don't know. Why not? I don't know. I just did it. We got a bunch of 7 o'clock games with the half times coming up in about 20 minutes or so. I figured start the show a little bit earlier this tonight and maybe going forward, just because it feels like I thought we'd want to start the show as close to 7:45 or so as possible, but it actually starting to feel like we could use like 15 or 20 minutes before the lines come up to sort of shoot the shit, relaxing is very important, joke around a little bit, right? You got to have a little fun in life, right? A couple jokes here and there, very important. Talk about games. People can ask questions about specific games coming up. I of course do have opinions on the full game spreads and totals. I don't share them because the edges I don't feel as confident in, and the edges aren't as big as my halftime stuff. But maybe I'll start to share them more publicly. If people want to ask a question about those games, maybe I'll answer, maybe I won't. Everyone knows I do suffer from a pretty severe case of AIPP, all in on public plays syndrome, which means that when I give a play publicly, as much as I say this, even if I'm a god tier handicapper, this will only hit 57, 58%, I cannot help but feeling in my brain and in my soul and in my body as if I've just gone all in. So if you give out 15 or 20 plays a day, and you're having those kinds of feelings 15 or 20 times a day, feeling like you just went all in, that can be tough on a man's psyche. Anyway, my name's Peter Loshak. I'm in a pretty good mood. Shout out to everyone. Yesterday's show was I started off in kind of a bad mood because there was a tech issue, and then the early results came in. They were looking really bad. Morehead State, as I took it as a big favorite, and that one was losing, and I was just in a bad mood. Felt like everything was just going to hell in a handbasket. But in the end, there was nothing to worry about. The Morehead State game did turn out to be a terrible play and a big loser, but every single other game that I gave out yesterday, including on Twitter, cashed. So it wound up being a big positive night overall. So overall, I'm continuing to have a great record here. Even if I continue to do excellently going forward, it's not going to be as good as I've been, doing so far. So just keep that in mind, everyone, please. All right, that was a nice little opening rant. Let me just check everything on Twitter, make sure everything is, on YouTube here, make sure everything, Yesterday I had a few choice words for YouTube. I was wrong. The problem was me, although it is a little bit confusing, the way it's set up now in the new studio. You don't quite know where the buttons are, and I just wasn't prepared for it. I wasn't expecting, I thought it was going to be just like I had done every other time. And yes, using StreamYard changed some of the formatting around the default formatting. So that was what messed things up yesterday. Let me just make sure that everything is going okay here. We're live. Yeah, everything looks good. Okay, it looks good. Everything looks like it's running. Okay. So I gave out a bunch of full game opinions at about 6:50 Eastern time. There was nothing special about those plays. I was just like, why not? Why? I couldn't answer that, but why not? I also couldn't answer that either. So I just decided why not at the last minute to give the plays. Let's look at some comments here. Let me not forget to bring everything up here, everything that I need. So when the lines start shooting in, I'm prepared and ready to go. Shout out to everyone. Make sure everything is copacetic here. Everything's going good. We got that. I got to get all my spreadsheets up here. I make this look easy. You know what I'm even like I make it look I make it look like I'm pretending that it's hard when really it's easy. But actually it's hard making it look easy pretending that it's hard. That's what's going on here, you know? I'm taking something that's hard, making it look easy and then pretending that it's hard. That's what you're watching right now. Hope you're enjoying this. My name is Peter Loshak. Yeah, the reason I'm in a good mood and able to joke and everything is just because the picks have gone well. I think I'll be able to maintain it even if the picks go badly, which is inevitable at some point. If I do the show every day, there's going to be a bad day. There's going to be a horrible day. There's going to be a bad week. Hopefully there won't be a horrible week, but that's certainly possible. Everything's been going well so far. And let me just quickly look at what's been. Yeah, the Georgetown. I know the Georgetown game is the halftime's up. I'm not gonna. I mean, you know, I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna touch it. Not gonna touch it. If, you know. All right, let's see. What is Wright State? Okay. Well, in that one, I liked Mississippi Valley, but I wasn't sure of it. And I like the under, but I wasn't sure of it. But combining it, I felt relatively confident about the Wright State team total under, which I did give out on Twitter full game. Florida Providence, I don't think I gave that one out on Twitter. I think I pulled that one at the last minute. I had it written in. I kind of like Providence at +5, and I did bet that one. I actually got 5.5. Providence, I think, should get better. You know, tell me what you think. Maybe we'll have, in future shows, we'll dedicate more time before the actual halftime lines come up to talk about, you know, teams in general and what to expect, because I definitely, as people remember from the Low Bag show, respect your opinions tremendously, take them to heart, and they inform my overall, handicapping going forward. So I'd be very interested to hear what people have to say about, you know, Providence and Florida in general. I'm vaguely expecting Providence to be better, at least ATS-wise, going forward. I did take them at +5.5. Yeah, another one that I boarded. Yeah, I was going to put the Eastern Carolina under at 137. That was a play that I was almost going to share publicly, and that one is looking very good right now. Let's see. What else do we have here? Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure how long we're going to go tonight because there's a bunch of 7 o'clock games kind of in some of these minor conferences. Then there's a couple of 7:30 games, which are interesting. Then there's a bunch of 8 o'clock games, which are interesting. You know, I don't know how long you guys have 2 8:30 games, including the Creighton game. That one is interesting. I kind of like the under in that one. Creighton a little bit. Maybe a lean to the Oklahoma team total under. Obviously these two teams can be very high scoring, but this should be a competitive game. I think they're going to be a bit slower and more defense oriented than we've seen in general this year. So I kind of like the under. I kind of like Creighton just a bit at -3.5, and my strongest lean on that one would be to the Oklahoma team total under. Alabama A&M, I already gave that one out. I kind of like Alabama A&M plus the points and the over, and I like the Alabama A&M team total over at 60.5, a decent amount. Wow, that's not good. I gave Florida State under as a pick, and that has moved up. It's now I'm seeing up to 150, so that might be the wrong side there. Stanford and San Francisco, I kind of like San Francisco and the under, so I would lean Stanford team total under as well. New Mexico under, I gave that one out. All right, I'm just looking around here. You know, I don't know how long we're gonna go tonight, but I will. Yeah, look at that, the Princeton Iona game. I was talking to Maxwell Smart. I told him that I liked under 75 and Iona team total under 36. But I told him, you know what? I was just like, I was borderline tweeting it out. I was like, I don't want to get this show off to a bad start in case it loses, so I won't tweet it out. Turned out in regulation, both of those calls were winners, went to OT, and both of those plays lost. So I had to eat a couple losers there. Would have started off the show. Of course, we all wins and losses, fair or not fair, OT or non-OT, get counted. So I would have had to start the show off with 2 losses if I had tweeted them out. No problem that they lost. But all right, so let's look at some comments here. 7:31 Eastern time. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Robbie Tagaloa, Deer Slayer. How you doing? Lig My Balls. What's up? Lig My Balls. Okay, welcome to the show. EJV. Rich G. What's up, Pete? Tell those plays for Twitter. All right. What can I tell you, Rich G? The Florida State one's probably a loser. It's now up to 150. Sorry. My pregame, I talk about this all the time. My full game, opinions are best on team totals in general. I trust my takes on these games, but they're definitely not good enough for me to want to, reliably, regularly give out publicly. For some reason, just something got inside of me at 6:50 Eastern time, and I decided to give those plays out. I hope they cash. People I say this ad nauseum, but I'm going to say it again. People don't understand that the people who actually make money long term in sports betting, and there are those guys, some of them are on Twitter, their actual returns, their actual winning percentages, their actual results are very modest. And there's a reason for it, because by definition, you can't beat the market more than the market is off, right? If you beat the market more than the degree to which the market is off, it's just luck, right? So your expectation of return, by definition, cannot be greater than the inefficiency of the market. So just keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind when you're tailing plays, when you're listening to my opinions, when you're giving your own opinions, when you're betting in general, all that shit. League My Ball says, I'm all in on all your public plays, Pete. Great. Wonderful. Tony Bruscher, shout out. Slugger cards for life. How about Kent State starting flat, down 7 first half, 14.5 favorite overall? Talking about, let's see. Yeah, the Kent State game. Where is that? Where the hell is that? All right, we got 10 minutes to go. Oh, yeah. Wow, look at that. Yeah, that one was a tricky one. My leans on that one were to the under and to NCA&T, and so my lean definitely would have been to the Kent State team total under as well. I could have tweeted those out. The under is looking not so great. Obviously, NCA&T is looking very good, and the Kent State team total under. I probably should just stick to just tweeting out team totals, really is what I should do. But I don't know what got into me at 6:50 Eastern time. Here's all fucked up. All right. Shy Archie, shout out to you. It's going to be a good night. Good. Buffo on the beat, shout out to you. Ron Lofton on Max's Providence game under 132. Yeah, I don't even remember what I think I agree with that mildly, very, very slightly lean to Providence and a smaller lean to the under. I think here that's one sheet I got to bring up the sheet that has my thoughts and opinions on it. Shout out to Flick Bick, Deer Slayer Ski bankroll ready to fire. Okay, be precise and measured, right? You don't want to go shooting shit all over the place, right? Precise, focused, measured, right? Fire the bankroll, fire the bullets carefully, with purpose, with prudence, right, Deer Slayer Ski? Joe Anisich, shout out to Joe Anisich. Jojo Cinco G, thought on over-under for Oklahoma Creighton? Sure, I'll give you my thought. I kind of like the under. I'll share my thought with you. What the hell? Did I bet it? No. But it's informing my opinion of the game, and it'll inform my opinion of the game at the second half for sure. Yeah, Maxwell Smart. Shout out to Maxwell Smart. Let's see what we got here. Alex Ramirez, shout out to you. Stanford, someone's liking Stanford. Okay, I liked San Francisco at 7.5. Stanford overachieving a little bit, I think. Not sure, though. Trap House, I'm so happy you and your honesty are back, Pete. Yes, for better or for worse, that's what I'm going with. Honesty. For better and for worse. Or for worse. Blue FM, what the fuck, Pete? You are alive. Yes. Surprising some people. I am alive. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Blue FM. B-Ball 619, Pistol Pete legend. I learned just to listen and then go from there. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do in things like NHL, NBA, lots of things. I'm always listening. Okay, oh shit, Nasty Nate. I'm a Providence guy and took Florida. Now, speaking of listening, there you go. That's what I listen to mostly. When people are from an area, follow a team or a conference specifically very closely, and have a strong opinion on a game, and especially when they're betting against the team or the area that they're from. I've said this from day one, going back 10 years in my videos. Yeah, I've been doing videos for that long. That's probably the most valuable opinion in all of sports betting, and I kind of still mean that. The opinion of someone who has whose team or conference is local gives a strong opinion on that team, particularly when they're going against the area that they're from. QQQ Wilson says, Pete, you keep stats of my record? Yeah, I pinned a tweet with my record from last week, and every week I will update them, and I think I'll make a video also about how how the unit size works and everything, because it's pretty standard, but just a little bit of a twist. So just want to keep and I might even pin a spreadsheet where you can, if you want to spot check, where you can see all the picks that I've made in total. So you can go back, try to catch me in a lie, which will fail, but you can do it, and I welcome it. Welcome if anyone wants to audit me. Fuzz Logic, so you put value in local reporters? No, I put value in local residents. Reporters? Hell no. Not reporters. Some reporters, sure. Some reporters. I put value in local reporters when it comes to information and interviews, for sure. Analysis, though, local residents. Tony Bruscher. What about Marquette first half? Yeah. The Marquette game, I don't know, man. Lean to the under, and that was in my 6:50 p.m. tweet. I hope it doesn't come by. And by the way, my record here in these shows, and that I'm tweeting, and then that I'm going to update every week, is only second half plays. I'm happy to share my full game plays as well, but those are not. That's not what I'm tracking here. It's not the purpose of this show, and those are not picks that I would, say that anyone should tail. It's information that people can look at if they want, if it's information that they want. All right. Chester Hunter says, keep up the good work, Loshak. I'm trying. I'm going to try. All right. Other comments here. Comments, questions. We got about 5 minutes before the second half lines start rolling in. Yella Hammered 75. Shout out to you. Trap House, Maxwell Smart. St. Eve and Michael Madara. What's the average college basketball score if you had to give a range? Yeah, I mean, there's some teams play higher pace games, 130 or 140-ish. That's that's on the low side. A total in the 130s would be considered, on the low side. I don't know exactly what the average is. That's a good question. The actual literal average, I would say, would probably be like 141 or something like that. I don't know. Right? Yeah, probably around 140. Anything in the 130s is on the lower side for sure, though. Fuzz Logic says say hi to my daughter Shay. We are watching on my phone. Okay, we have a few minutes for that. Shay. Congratulations for being Fuzz Logic's daughter. Be a good daughter. Don't give him problems in life. Try to make his life easier, not harder. You'll thank yourself for that later. Congratulations on having a father who loves you. Do well in school. Trust me on that one as well. Stay in school. And anything you do in life, just do it with purpose. Whatever decision you make, wherever you find yourself, that's where you are. So you may as well do the best you can in that point in time, at that task, whatever it is you're doing. Shout out to Shay's daughter. That's the first familial shout out I've given in a long time. I used to do it all the time, every day, multiple times a week on the Low Bag Show. And I don't know how to do that stuff, but I just said whatever came to mind. I think that's pretty good advice, though. Shay, try to make your dad's life easier, not harder. You'll thank yourself for that later and be very happy that you did. All right, let's see. Other comments coming in. Maxwell Smart says, when I leave the room, it's crazy outside. Let's see. Comments coming in. Richie says, what are you drinking tonight, Pete? Well, the same as always, just this friggin' coffee. No more lean Courvoisier and prune juice jokes for the time being. Maybe other jokes. Fuzz Logic says she's only 2.5. LOL, but thank you. Oh, well, they pick up more than you realize, Fuzz Logic. You'll you know what I mean? You start using blue language around 2.5-year-olds, you'll start to get some big surprises in a couple of days. You know what I'm talking about. They can see, they pick up things that you don't realize they're picking up. You're teaching them with more than just your words. The vibrations, the sound of your voice is even something that influences them in ways you don't even realize. OG Wham! Hit the like button, fam. Shout out to you, OG Wham. I think your next show is Wednesday, right? Walter Trotter, Is your NBA show coming up Wednesday? Tomorrow? I'll retweet that when I see it. Everyone watch Walter Trotter's NBA. Oh, there you go. Yes, sir. Yes, tomorrow. Watch Walter Trotter's NBA show. I absolutely endorse him as an NBA analyst. I'm sure whatever he's seeing, whatever he thinks is important, is valuable to know. Walter Trotter III, met him in real life. Great guy. Kicked ass in the poker tournament among some heavy hitters. And yeah, that's it. Watch his show if you like to bet NBA, which I don't. I'm terrified of NBA. Ronaldo Pettis, you like Pepperdine -8. I didn't get to that game. The Real TC says, Pete, are you betting NFL? No. Part of the reason I'm doing so well in college basketball right now is because I don't have to cover a lot of things. I don't have to bite off more than I'm not forced to bite off more than I can chew. So what I'm biting off is very chewable, even though it's massive. It happens to be college basketball, and that's a big part of why I feel like I'm relatively dialed in right now. Yeah. So no, I'm not betting NFL at all. Although I wish I had the time for sure. Flipper 13 says Walter Trotter took me on a ride in the subways of LA. Great guy too. Absolutely. I believe that. Flipper 13. Aren't we all in middle school? Basically. Yes. Flipper 13. Definitely. All right. Okay. Looks like the second halves are going to come up in a minute or so. Pressure's always on. Yeah, if you get up enough units, you can then have a losing day and be like, listen, there's going to be losing days. I'm up overall. But even that sucks, Any one losing day sucks. And the worst part is that no matter how great you did yesterday, it means nothing. Well, it's not entirely true. If you start to get into a groove in a sport, the fundamental reasons why you might have done well over the past bunch of weeks may still be in play the rest of the season, but you know what I'm saying. All right. Yep, the Lipscomb game, Tennessee Tech way up. I liked Tennessee Tech plus the points. And again, I took them max play at 12.5, closed to 13.5. What were people seeing? I don't know. I thought Tennessee Tech was a really good play there, top level play, and I like the under. And in the tweet that I tweeted out, I didn't want to tweet out either one of those, so I just went with a safer thing and said Lipscomb team total under, although the game is relatively fast-paced right now. We'll see how that turns out. But, yeah, I liked Tennessee Tech plus the points and Lipscomb and the under. All right. Okay. Hope you're all having a good time. It's time to focus now. Lines are going to start coming in. Yeah, my spreadsheet's ready. Okay. This is the part of the show that I still have to work out. What's going on exactly when I'm just sitting here staring at numbers? What's the compelling part? Because I do have to do this, Again, I make it look like it's easy, but I'm pretending that it's hard. But in actuality, it's hard. That's what's going on here. All right. December 17th. That out. All right, I should have been paying closer attention a few minutes earlier. I apologize. Let's get to this. Sorry about that. A little bit behind here. Please chat amongst yourselves, entertain yourselves. I'm not seeing any lines up yet. But I need to start pulling up these sheets here. All right. Hope you're entertained. Chat amongst yourselves, please. See, now all of a sudden the pressure's on. Now I have, oh boy, the Wright State, team total under. See, a couple of bad picks in a row, and all of a sudden, everything's different. Mm. And I don't feel this stress when I'm just doing it alone. It's just doing it publicly that is the stressful part. All right. Still not seeing any lines up. Chat amongst yourselves. All right, dead air. Yeah, this is what there's at this point in the show. There's going to be always a lot of nothing. I could mumble to myself, but that would just be annoying and serve no purpose. So I'm not going to mumble to myself just for the purpose of having sound, of having noise. I'm not going to create a sound and fury. Yeah, not seeing any lines up. Shout out to everyone discussing college basketball in the comments section. 37 Scanler asking about line dispute. We can talk about that. Those are very frustrating. Sometimes they're cut and dried. A lot of times they're not, especially when you're dealing with live betting. Live betting is just tailor made for line issues, for line disputes. In the meantime, I'm seeing any lines here. Yeah, line disputes on pregame lines. It's usually pretty obvious what happened, and usually it's very obvious, who the aggrieved party is. But with live betting, whole different ball game. Brave new world of line disputes. Still not seeing anything up. All right, we got, yeah. Okay, I'm looking for anything they're hanging, anything they want to hang. Imagine if they stopped offering second half lines in college basketball. Then what would I do with my life? I have no idea. have no idea. Is anyone seeing anything? Blue FM says, Pete, live is the only road ahead. That's true. Yes, I know that. Yeah, that is absolutely true. Julian Yassine says, any thoughts on the Grand Canyon game, Mr. Peters? Well, I tweeted out under. Yeah, you're right, Blue FM. It's going to be a brave new world for lots of reasons when there's going to be live betting touts because, that's going to be a difficult situation for the books to react to, someone who's like a right angle sports kind of guy who's giving out positive EV live plays and has 200 people hitting a line all within a half second of each other. Yes, you're right, Blue FM. Yes, I know that. And in fact, I know some people who are doing advanced stuff with live betting software. Interesting and scary, just like the rest of all the other areas of progress we're making right now in humanity. Okay, Central Michigan. Here we go. Good point. Who the hell is Blue FM? This is a guy who knows his shit. Shout out to you, Blue FM. All right. Okay, I got to get my bearings here. Come on. Okay. Pre-game line says pre-game analysis small lean to Robert Morris plus 1.5. Jesus. Can't touch that for now, though. It's messing up. My feed's messing up. All right, let's look at Elon Campbell. That's an interesting one. Sorry, there might also be shows where there's no plays at all. Yeah, that one I liked. Elon plus the points small and the under small, and that is kind of the way that it's gone. I hope this show is entertaining because there might be times when there's when there's no bets at all. I really need a co-host for this show, I'm realizing, for lots of reasons, not just for the dead air, just to justify the show itself. So that in case there's a show where there aren't any picks or whatever, Okay, I'm looking at Elon Campbell again. Pre-game numbers say Elon plus 3.5 small. And a half. Like, God, my feed is messing up. Fuck. I'm sorry. I'm getting numbers aren't going in. Hold on one second. Yeah, all right, that'll be a play. Elon plus 3.5, medium small. Elon plus 3.5, medium small. That's a play. My feed is messing up, and this is not good. I can't explain what's messing up here. Here, let's look at some. It's going to be a play. That's borderline medium, actually. Medium, small, but I'm going to make it medium small. Elon plus 3.5, medium small. Let's look at the Eastern Michigan game. Oh, come on. Something's wrong with these feeds. I'm really not making excuses here, folks. There's something messed up about these feeds. All right, okay. Go, Jesus. All right. Feed is the stat feed is messing up a little bit here. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. This is actually not me. I think this might be the stat feed where I'm getting this from. Hold on. Small lean to Northeastern plus a half. But I don't know if I want to make that an official play. So far, all we got is Elon plus 3.5, medium small. Kent State, North Carolina A&T game is weird. Let's look at that. The feeds are kind of messed up, actually. I don't know if anyone else is having stat feeds that are wonky right now. I guess I should have a backup. Didn't occur to me to have that either. Florida blowing out Providence. Yeah, Eastern Carolina. 1/3. I mean, that's good because I bet it maximum, but I can't get these stats to enter. Okay, I'm going to just have to eyeball this then. Yeah, the Kent State game. All right, Kent State team total under 41. That is definitely a play. I'll rate that one medium big, borderline big though. And I like the under in this one as well, 73.5. And that'll be a play as well. NC A&T under 73.5. That one is medium to medium big rated, and that one will be medium. That one is borderline medium, medium big. A lot of these are borderline, have very specific numbers here. Kent State team total under 41, medium big, and the both teams under 73.5, medium. Both of those could be a half grade higher too. Hope this is entertaining. I thought this would be a good show, and every time it does seem to be a good show. But then there's times when I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? And why is anyone watching? All right. Kent State under 41, medium big, and the under 73.5, medium. Both of those should probably be a little higher. You know, those are both borderline. All right, you know what? Yeah, I will. I'll bump each of those up a little bit. What the hell? Adding to my bet here. Kent State one under 41. I'll actually make that one big, and under 73.5, medium big. Okay, I'll bump them both up. Okay. Slightly into NC A&T as well. Plus 8.5. All right, I'll just keep it right there. Let's see what else we got. Hope you guys are getting something out of this. They're wacky games, too. The Dayton game is weird. The Ohio State game is weird. The feeds are fucked up. I'm going to keep my cool, though. That's what I'm going to do right now. Keep my cool. I'm a mindful handicapper. Practicing mindfulness here. I'm a mindful degen. All right, let's look at St. Mary's and American. That's the game I want to look at. Jeez. All right, come on. Sorry, there's definitely something wrong with my feed here. So for the stats, which is not good. I'm doing the best I can though. Oh, looks like it already went off, huh? All right, forget that. No Mount St. Mary's already went off. Well, the line is still up in some places, but we won't do that. Every show, so stressful. All right, let's look at the Dayton games. Yeah, low scoring. Yeah, I'd lean to the under on that one too. I don't think the second half is bettable. Slight lean to the under. Yeah, my God, the feeds are all messed up. Come on. They keep reverting back to like the 15-minute mark on the stats. I'm trying to put these in, crunch these freaking numbers. I'm not taking. Is that happening with anyone else? All right, I'm gonna have a plan for this. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have a plan for this next time. Secondary stats plan, stats feed. I'm gonna have to look into this. Another piece of shit thing I'm gonna have to do. And I'm also gonna stop swearing so much. Ohio State game, you know. This is not cool. Yeah, Shy Archie says the CBS Sports Box is screwy. Yeah. Ron Lofton, Don Best. Yeah, maybe I should use Don Best. Deer Slayer Ski says, David Hutton says, I love that P is back. Thank you so much. Yeah, Glock Lesnar. The ESPN box scores are messed up. I told you. This is my imagination. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here thinking, am I fucking like hallucinating? Has it come to this? No, everyone's seeing it. The stats I'm trying to pull are not taking. All right, that slowed things down for sure because I kept getting, no return. I mean, the Dayton and Ohio State games are unbettable anyway, in my personal opinion, right now. I can't even tell you what half of my analysis would say. I can tell you that for the Ohio State game, yeah, the stats are all screwy. The scoreboard's all screwy. All right, I'm gonna have to upgrade. Yeah. Pre-game numbers say nothing on the Ohio State game, and then Dayton. That's also a pass indicated by my my numbers here. All right, sorry guys. So you know that that I wasn't just making that up. We did get a couple plays in though. Again, you can just start pulling plays out your ass with no stats if you want. You can flip coins. That is always an option, but you'll get bit in the ass by doing that real quick. Very likely. Maybe not, though. Sometimes it doesn't happen. Dayton and Ohio State games, I doubt would have been played anyway. All right, well, damn. That's annoying. Ugh. Slings and arrows. Constantly. Slings and arrows nonstop. Yeah, the Elon game plus 3.5 could have been a medium graded play, but I graded it medium small. That was borderline. The Kent State unders could have been, borderline one lower, but I bumped them up. Art, not a science, as I talk about all the time. Northeastern probably would have been a play if I had been able to get the feeds that I like to look at. Ohio State probably wouldn't have been a play. Wright State didn't even get a chance to look at that. That team total is going to look like a loser. Although, no, I probably would have been a play on the under. The Lipscomb game is coming up. Lipscomb halftime. All right, so here's what we're going to do now. I'm going to refresh everything, see where we are, look at the comment section, and then decide if we want to keep this stream going, because this is one of those cards where there's like 2 games every hour, 2 or 3 games every half hour. Some interesting stuff though coming up. Let me see what's coming up. What I got here. If any of these games have second half written all over them. North Alabama UAB game could. I kind of like North Alabama plus 9.5. The Creighton game obviously has second half written all over it. The AAMU, the Alabama A&M and Southern Alabama game definitely has second half written all over it. And even the Florida State game, maybe. So there's some interesting stuff at 8:30 that might be worth waiting for. Obviously, I'll tweet it out if we cut the stream. And Providence game coming up. Let me just see where we are. Just see where we are. I definitely got to get a co-host here because someone to keep the energy going. While I'm thinking, yeah, the Dayton Ohio State games, the lines are still up, but those are passes. And but who? What? What kind of a co-host would this show have? What would they be talking about? College hoops, jokes? I don't know. All right, let's go to the comment section, see what everyone has to say. See how many people are watching. 78 people watching. Shout out to everyone. I'm doing my best here. We talk about life. We talk about betting strategies in general, because I've been in this a long time. You know what I mean? And, I may be a little bit of a goofball myself, but I know some people who know what they're doing, and they talk to me. They take my texts. I ask them stuff. You know what I mean? I do know some people, including particularly involved with live betting. Live betting is crazy. I talk to them about it all the time. They design it. They're constantly refining it. It's very interesting. Live betting scares me. It scares them too. They're doing very well with it. You know what? I could do one show. Maybe I could put out on Twitter like farm questions for people, behind the scenes questions for people might have for someone who is designing and implementing live betting software, and I could get answers for you guys. That's a great idea, isn't it? People must have questions about live betting, and I can get the answers. Maybe I'll do that. My guy would answer whatever, especially if it's anonymous, no problem at all. Good looking honky says, Pete, you remind me of Randy Spears, my co-star. Who the hell? All right, I'll have to look at that. Trap House says, I love this shit. Keep doing it. Trap House, there's a lot of rules in this show. Rule number 1 is we don't mention books unless they pay me. So no books I will ever mention. Well, I mean, I slip up, but in general, that's rule number 1. Rule number 1 is no book will ever get mentioned unless they pay me. Rule number 2 is that if I'm here doing a video, doing a stream, and one person's sticking around wanting me to keep going, then I'm going to cut the stream. But if 2 people want it, maybe. 3 or more, definitely. We keep the stream going. That's what we do here. Caleb Ford, does anyone like North Florida tonight? I tweeted out a play on the under. That's a tough one. North Florida, obviously, their bread and butter is the 3. Florida State is, great defensively against the 3. Classic situation, much like last night with LMU against UC Davis. See this all the time where it's a strength-on-strength matchup, right? Last night it was Loyola Marymount, great turnover team, producing team, going up against UC Davis, very prone to turnovers. That was the matchup situation there. This the North Florida game is just Florida State's 3-point D against North Florida's 3-point shooting, and I think that they're gonna hold them down. 20 points is a lot. I like the under, but it got bet up to 150, so that tells me that maybe not. Interesting game. Archie Archambault says Yahoo Sports has decent scores. Yeah, but I got to get the feed, Archie. I can't just look at it. I can set it up though. Thank you, Arch. I'm gonna look into that, but I got to get the feed. Let's see. Alex Plays says, I have not the slightest idea of live betting. Looking to learn. All right. Well, if you don't have the slightest idea of live betting, you might want to hold off for a bit because it can definitely be very, very treacherous. Yes, Rich, she says rules of live betting fairly simple. If you see a number you like, hit it fast because they change fast. Big thing to be aware of in live betting is you got to be very, very careful. Even if you have positive EV plays one after another, you got to be very careful not to wind up with a way too big of a position than your EV indicates, right, or calls for. Let's see, what do we have here? Other comments coming in. Pete, you're a good-looking honky. Says, Pete, you remind me of Randy Spears, my co-star. Should I know who those are? Let's see. Here we go. Comments coming in. Aaron 07, shout out to you. You are not lacking energy. You think energetically. Yes, I do. All right, I'm going to look for some comments. Then I'm going to look at the games coming up because that would be a major faux pas. If there's like 2 8:30 games, I'm just sitting here staying stupid shit, apologizing for the show not being good and missing the 2 8:30 games coming up, or 7:30 games coming up, which should be coming up very shortly. Yeah, the big plays, hopefully the Kent State, North Carolina A&T unders, team total under, and the yeah. See, there you go, Robert Morris. Second half, I knew that was a play, and the Elon getting blown out. See, there you go. All right, we'll see. The line didn't make sense to me, actually, that Elon line. It was, my numbers said strong edge but low confidence, and I was just kind of baffled by it. But, okay, all right. So, oh, shit, the Providence game. All right, so let's look at that. All right, come on, feeds. All the feeds are messed up, huh? Let's see what we got here. Providence, come on. What's going on here? Is my internet working? Come on. Refresh. Okay. Yeah, we'll work it out somehow. Figure out something. Who knows? Right. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at the Providence game. Yeah. My numbers said Providence, and I did bet it at 5.5. Didn't tweet it out, and I'm very happy about that. All right. I'm trying to get this stuff going. It's slow, and I don't know why. It's not my, definitely not my internet, or probably not my internet. I got a fast feed here. Thanks for thanks for bearing with me. God, there's so many people doing so much content now. You gotta hit them with A+ material, A+ content nonstop, or they'll click off. I know that. Tech problems, that's your problem. No excuses. Okay, what do we got going here? Okay. Oh, man. What do you guys think about this Providence game? Shout out to Nasty Nate for nailing this one. Saying he's from Providence, he was fading Providence big, and he was dead on. My numbers said take Providence. I knew something was screwy. That's the problem when you do a lot of these numbers, is that, like, if you have a number that's significantly off from the market, more often than not, it's just because you're not factoring something in, and not that you just have a big edge that no one else has. Once again, my halftime numbers say edge with Providence. But I just I don't usually override the numbers or ignore them, but this looks too screwy to me. This is just screwy. My numbers say Providence, -160. Let me quickly see what anyone else has to say here. What do you guys have to say? Help me out here. Nasty Nate, I tried to tell you. You did. That's all you can do, Nasty Nate. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink or swim. But you can only do what you're able to do, and that's trying to tell people. Justin Casey, yeah, strictly second half plays. But my second half, I have a system down where my second half opinions are informed by my pregame numbers. My pregame numbers are good, but not quite good enough to bet into, and definitely not good enough to give out publicly, except for team totals. Numbers are saying Providence here. My gut is telling me no. Nasty Nate. All right, I'll bet it. I'll make Providence a pick. Do what the numbers say. -160. Medium small. Nothing crazy. That's an official play, and I'm going to bet it. Feels like the wrong side. And if it loses, I'd have to go back, and I don't track like bets that I make when I quote unquote know I'm doing the wrong thing. But I'm going to take it. That's an official play. Numbers say Providence, -160, money line, medium small. I'll take it. I don't like it, but I'll take it. Okay? Okay. Yeah. Might be, might have been wrong. The numbers pregame and halftime say take Providence. But as I say all the time, it's, as you know, it's a science and an art. And yes, I am both a physicist and a painter when it comes to this shit, as well as a mindfulness practitioner when it comes to this shit. I'm kidding about all that. All right. Yeah, the numbers said take Providence. Every bone in my body said don't do it. But I made an official play. Medium small, Providence money line minus 160. Following the numbers. Numbers like it big, actually. Not big officially, like medium, borderline medium big. I'll just put it there. All right, let's see what else we have. Other games coming in. By the way, if anyone has any suggestions for this show of any kind, content-wise, tech-wise, analysis-wise, entertainment-wise. Oh, shit. All right, the Lipscomb. All right. Okay, the Lipscomb game is here. Okay. Let's see what we got. Shout out to everyone watching, bearing with me. Hopefully you're having a decent time. Getting something out of this. It's a weird schedule just because there's like a trickle of games coming in every half hour. There you go, Lipscomb 33. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Lipscomb. Team total under 41 is a bet. That's medium big or big borderline. And I will bet this, hold on, and I'll make it, I'll grade it medium big. Under 74 is going to be a play as well. And that's going to be medium. Okay. Those are two plays. Lipscomb team total under 41, graded medium big, borderline could have been big, graded. And then under 74 is also a play, graded medium. Two plays there. We'll see. I like Tennessee Tech and the under pregame. And here just doing what the numbers are telling me. And actually, I'm also getting some numbers telling me that Tennessee Tech plus the points has value, and also telling me a little bit the money line at plus 325 has a little bit of value. Small, but that's just what the numbers are telling me. They're whispering to me. Small, but that's what they're saying. Yeah, that's why I'm so good at this. I can hear, smell, and taste numbers. I'm not going to bet it because I already bet the under and the team total under for Lipscomb. That's what it's saying, though. All right, I'll throw it in. What the hell? I'll make it a play. Graded small, though. Tennessee Tech plus 7.5. Small. Those are all correlated, obviously. Lipscomb under 74, graded medium. Lipscomb team total under 41, graded medium big. Could have been big. Well, let's look at the Louisiana Tech game. All right, there were some plays. I just hope this. Just positive. Just positive. at the end of the day, and we'll all be good. Hope you guys are having a good time. Talk amongst yourselves. I got to think of how to make the show a bit more entertaining, I guess, right? On the other hand, maybe if the plays really are good, then only the hardcore people who are just hanging around watching me talk to myself deserve them, right? Who knows? Yeah, okay. Louisiana Tech. This one, I had small leans to NC Central and the under pregame. Should have, And the Louisiana Tech team total under was another one that I kind of liked. Classic situation where I have a small lean to a side, small lean to a total, but then a team total that actually has value, bettable value, legit. And that was a Louisiana Tech team total under. Halftime here. Yeah. Pre-game numbers are saying NC Central plus 14. Halftime numbers say pass. Aaron says, I'm having a blast. It's entertaining. Well, there you go. And Justin Casey says, no entertainment necessary. That's two. If we get a third saying they're having a good time, that officially seals the deal and makes the show justifiable. Yeah, it's too, it's wacky, this one. Can't, saying Louisiana Tech team total under 43 has small value. I don't want that, though. And I don't believe it. All right, that's going to be a pass. Tennessee Tech Lipscomb game, though. Hopefully that will turn out roughly as I'm hoping. Providence game underway. Providence down by 1. I want to give a huge shout out to Nasty Nate as soon as I have a moment here. I just don't want to miss anything. What's coming up? What do we have coming up? What's coming up? What do we have coming up? Yeah, see, look at that, Robert Morris. I knew it. I just eyeballed it. I was like, this is Robert Morris is going to have value here, but I couldn't say for sure because the feed was all screwy. Elon down by 4. 9 minutes to go. Man, would I love that one to cash. Northeastern, that was another one that I kind of liked. What's the point there? Probably would have been on the under in the Wright State game. There you go. Look at that. In the second half. All right, slings and arrows. Slings and arrows, my friends. It's called slippage in the investment world. Nothing is ever as perfect as you can imagine it being. Often far, far less perfect than you can imagine it being. All right, it looks like nothing until 14 more minutes, right? Everything's cool. All right, screw it. Let's shoot the shit for another 14 minutes and then look at the 8 o'clock games when they come around, right? Toledo game, Marquette, Northern Alabama, some interesting stuff at 8 o'clock. And then the Creighton game, I don't know if we'll still be here at 9:15. We'll see. We'll see what people want, you know? But it looks like we got a free 15 minutes to talk about some of these teams, right? All right, let's go to the comment section. Shout out to Sports Keg. Make that money, Pistol. I'm trying. Flipper 13 says Pete's bets have been pretty good. Actually, Flipper 13, they've been way better than that. Pretty good would be like a very modest R. There's no way that the way they've gone so far is sustainable long term. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's look for some comments coming in. Flipper 13 loving the show. Flipper 13. If two guys like the show and one guy loves it, that's it. I'm done. Mission accomplished. Thank you, Flipper 13. Friends of mine are like, so do you do this show for money? I'm like, no. They're like, why do you do it? And I'm like, well, there's this guy named Flipper 13, and he says he loves the show, and that's why I do it. Jay Bond says I gave out Tennessee Tech -7.5. No, I did not. I gave out Tennessee Tech +7.5. For the love of God. That's a 15-point swing right there. Sweet Lord, have mercy. Yeah, Tennessee Tech, but that's very small. The big ones on those were the Lipscomb team total under and the two team under. Nasty Nate says I love Providence, but I'm not going to do it. Second half. Wow. Lig My Balls says, what numbers do you look at that say take Providence? I got numbers, okay? Numbers. Other comments coming in. I'm looking at old comments here from about 10 minutes ago. Shout out to Nasty Nate, who tried to tell us to take Florida. Although I think it was after the game started, yeah. Shout out to Nasty Nate. Great call. Not surprised. When I saw him say that, give that opinion, what did I say? I said, those are the kinds of opinions that mean more to me than any other opinion in sports betting, right? That's the kind of opinion. That's the dreaded opinion I hate to see, right? I say I like Providence. Guy says, I'm from Providence. I love Florida. That's the strongest opinion I've ever, in my career in sports betting, literally the strongest opinion that I ever see. If you go on a forum and some guy's like, I live in Kansas. Trust me, Kansas State loses this game. Follow him. So we'll see. I'm looking at other comments here. Shy Archie. Yep. Providence. I did it. Aaron, shout out to Aaron 07. Aaron 007. Sports Keg. Shout out to Sports Keg. Drizzle 14. D-Nizzle 14. Pete, we good here to cash, not to be entertained, my brother. You're doing fine. Oh, okay, great. I can just throw away with that. I don't have to worry about entertainment at all. That'll take a load off me. It's one less thing I have to worry about for sure. Nello I says, or put a projector up with your screen behind you. Yeah, maybe something like that. Other comments coming in. Brandon Mulder says, watched for the first time yesterday and second time today. Loving it. Shout out to you, Brandon Mulder. Comment like that has made my week. That comment right there will make me happy until the middle of Saturday. Shout out to you, Brandon Mulder. Watched for the first time yesterday and second time today. Loving it. I still got it, baby. I still got it. People are like, Loshak, you've done some great things, but can you still draw an audience? The answer is yes. Can I still win hearts and minds? The answer is yes. Can I identify a positive EV college basketball second half player too? The answer is yes. All right. Okay, we got about 10 more minutes. Let's look for some other comments coming in. Nello I says, what's not to love? Love the info, Pete, and the content. I'm hooked. Shout out to you, Nello I. No, seriously, you guys have no idea how much this means to me. Jonathan Nelson, let's go, Pete. Aaron 007, we all love the show, man. Well, now I love you, Aaron 007. 37 Scandler says, Texas Tech moved to +8. 37 Scandler, we talk about this all the time in the 6 shows that I've done. College basketball line movements, It takes very little money to move a college basketball line. You see U-shaped line movements, two-way line movements all the time. I know there are many, many people who, are absolute devotees of the closing line value church. And I admit that I, dabble in that as well. I associate with that as well. I fucks with that as well. But college basketball line moves, I take with a little bit of grain of salt. Exhibit A was the Hofstra game against UCLA. Exhibit B, Tennessee Tech tonight. You see, I'm not saying that over a huge sample size, if you knew what the closing line would be, you bet into the opening lines, you wouldn't make money in college basketball. Obviously, you would. I'm just saying that in general, a college basketball line movement against or in favor of an opinion I've given or a bet that I've made is much, much, much less important to me than in anything else. NHL, MLB, NBA, you name it. College football for sure. Smaller market. A lot. The people have all these models that are a little bit whacked out. It takes a lot less money to move the lines. And I don't like to see a line move against me, but it's a line move like that actually doesn't stress me out the way other sports line moves do. And we could get into that a lot more. That's a very complicated topic. Deep topic. Robbie Tagaloa 24, shout out to you. I'm looking at old comments. Let's look at some new comments. EJB says, so glad you're doing this show. Love second half betting, and even more that you're doing second half. Thank you very much, EJB. Absolutely. Rich G says, I will tell you, Pete, you have a better ratio of likes to watchers than any other show I watch, so that's a good thing. Thank you so much, Rich G. Nello, let's see, other comments. Aaron Barlow just subscribed. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Aaron Barlow. Steve says, Kent State under looks great. That's great. Thank God. When the lines first come in at like 7:40, I'm like, here we go again. Because if I sit in front of a camera, give out, 6 picks, 2 of them lose by a mile, 2 of them lose by a little bit, 1 of them wins by a little bit, it's an ugly scene. It comes with the territory, but it's an ugly scene. 37 Scanler, shout out to Bobano for a great pick on Tampa Bay over 6.5 in NHL. Yeah, Bobano, great guy, beast of handicapping, caps all sports, and a fun as hell guy to hang out with. Shout out to Bobano, wherever you are, Shout out to Bobano. Nasty Nate, Pete, you win more than me. Nasty Nate, I wouldn't if you just stuck to the Big East. If you just stuck to Providence games. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's not fun because then you only have 1 or 2 bets. But I guarantee you your read on Providence is in general, absolutely dead on. Julian Cesario, shout out to Julian Cesario. First time I don't know if I've shouted you out before, but I definitely recognize the name now. Sports show logo in the background, Pete. Yeah, I was gonna make a poster of like comments of people saying they like me and put it hang that on the wall in the back. Aaron Barlow says, LOL, this guy is funny. Yeah. Let's see what else we have here. Comments coming in. Justin Casey, I'm in New Jersey. Yeah, I'm thinking of maybe taking a trip to New Jersey and maybe making some videos of it. I still haven't been there since it all got legalized. It's got to be a scene over there. Yeah. Aaron Barlow, this guy's funny. Yeah. Shout out to Julian. Nello I says it's easier for you when you can send your tips. I don't know what he's referring to. Justin Case says, don't forget to bang the like button, people. Yes. Nello I says you should look at Twitch. Yeah, I is Twitch worth doing? Like, wouldn't that would I see? I don't know if I did it on multiple streams, would more people watch, or would it just be the same amount of people would watch on different streams? I don't know. I have to look into that. This is not my area of expertise, not my purview. I'm really good at a few things, and everything else I'm terrible at. Nello I says, okay, let's see. What else do we have here? All right. Let's see what we got. Alex Play says, Pete, what is your Twitter handle? Just P. Loshak, I think, right? Okay. Yeah, Nello I says you should look at Twitch. I'm just not sure if that would matter. Maybe it would, though. I don't know. I don't freaking know. People are talking about OT in the Kent State game. Yeah. I didn't give him out as plays, but I bet him, and I got burned by OT two ways in the Princeton game. I took Princeton a little bit, but I also took I own a team total under, and both of those got screwed by OT. All right. I've been chilling out for a bit. Wow, Robert Morris, look at that. Look at that. Eesh. Yeah. All right. We are going to look at some of these 8 o'clock games once again. Let's see what's going on. Anything interesting? Chicago State getting blown out. Still, though, a game like that, backdoor is always open. Marquette game going solidly under, like I thought and tweeted. Alabama A&M game not going to start as I hoped. Okay. All right, the 8 o'clock games, halftime's just about to start. Shout out to everyone who said nice things in this show. Everyone was appreciating it. Everyone was having a good time. I've been doing this a long time, so a lot of people don't know that. Long time ago. Old timers know. I was the very first person who was at that company. Started it all myself. Just me and one dude. Built it up from nothing. When we had no graphics, no nothing. Everything was insane. Terrible audio, everything. But it didn't matter because I pushed through. Tried to make it as entertaining as possible. Been doing this a long time. All right, waiting for the 8 o'clock games to come up. North Alabama looks interesting. We'll see what that line is. Bunch of interesting stuff here. Hmm. Eight o'clock games coming up in a few seconds. Not seeing anything yet. Hopefully no glitches. Have a second to check the, all right. Gerardo Hernandez, I watch your shows, Pete. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know that company and the great people. Shout out to you, Gerardo Hernandez. 37 Scanler, Pete, do you use your 5-bet size for all sports or just college basketball? It's just what I'm doing right now for college basketball. It's also just to grade the plays because obviously this market is much smaller, so you can very quickly run into limits issues of limits that doesn't happen, in other sports for most people, and certainly not for me. The bet size is just to grade the strength of it. It's more for my own, edification because I want to see, you want to see a smooth line, a smooth curve. I'm grading it not necessarily for how much I'm betting, but how much I like it. How big I think the edge is. So this is just what I'm doing right now for my college basketball second halves. I have other things, it depends on my bet sizes and all that stuff is basically dictated by where I think the edges are and what kind of edges, I think I have, which might be a lie, but you got to figure it out some way, So, when I looked at my approach to college basketball at the beginning of this year, I decided that was how I was going to do it. And after doing, well as I expected or hoped the first few weeks of the season, I decided to do a show about it. So that's what that is. It's more a way of just grading my expected value. So no, I mean, obviously everything's roughly the same in all sports, but this specific way I'm doing it is just a tailor-made thing I did for college basketball second halves this year. Shout out to Robbie Tagaloa. All right. I might have missed some lines that came up. Let's see what we got. Still not seeing anything. How's Kent State doing? Yeah, OT is going to happen, obviously, all the time in college basketball. And to make matters worse, when you think about it, if your plays in general are positive EV, then you would expect to be screwed by overtime more than you expect to be saved by overtime, right? Because heading to the last second, you're more likely to be winning than losing. So, and if overtime is a coin flip, which it's not really, but for the purposes of what I'm trying to say right now, we can assume that it is, you can not only expect to get screwed by overtime regularly in college basketball, but if your picks are positive EV, you can expect to have more wins turn to losses than losses turn to wins from OT. Just something to remember and think about. Elon, huge loser. Sorry. Providence not looking good. Sorry. Lipscomb scoring a lot. Sorry. All right. Let's try to focus here. Still not seeing anything. Ugh. Shout out to everyone who's watching. I know I say this over and over again, but I feel it over and over again. That's why I say it. Nasty Nate says, I don't like Twitch. It's less user-friendly. Steve says, Low Shack the legend. Shout out to you, Steve. Dear Slayer Ski. Love this show. People respect you, Pete. Shout out to you, Dear Slayer Ski. I'm looking at comments. All right, waiting for something to come in. Oof, Elon, what a bad pick that was. Jesus. Just medium small. Overall, not a big deal. I mean, still though, every losing play, I'm like, did I see something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Oof. All right, there's going to be losses, man. Sorry if anyone bet Elon. I thought it was a good play. Although I knew it was screwy because it was just so off from just like the Providence game. It was so off from my numbers. I was like, what's going on here? Still not seeing any second half lines. Still not seeing anything hung. Still not seeing anything. Northern Alabama game is at halftime. All right. I don't want to start joking around because the line should be up, but I can't talk about any lines because they're not up now. Definitely some kind of interesting situations. Northern Alabama might be a play here because when it's a line like this that's so close to the expected result, you know what the second half line is going to be, and should be like 3.5 or 4, and at that line it would be a play. Marquette game is up. Providence sucks, man. I'm never betting Providence again. Ever. What's wrong with that team? Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at Marquette right now. Jesus, I hate this shit because actually my numbers are saying small edge with Grambling at 14.5, which is just a massive number. But that's what they're saying. That's what it's saying. All right, if that's what's saying that. Oh shit, just dropped to 12.5. Fuck, I missed it. Damn it. Now at 12.5, it's still a small play. All right, I'll make it small. 12.5, small, graded small. That's a very small play. Grambling State plus 12.5, small. At 14.5, that would have been medium small. Oh my God, it just dropped to 9.5. Wow. All right. What? Wow. Okay. Well, I got it in at 12.5, so but now it's 9.5. Wonder if those were bad lines. We'll have to look. I got it in at 12.5. If it turns out if my bet gets canceled, then I'll pull that off. I won't make that I'll count that as a bad line, which it was, but I don't know if it was. Yeah, it probably was. Yeah. I think that was a bad line. I'll have to look. Anyway, let's see. Total numbers like under 78 small. And the numbers like Marquette, team total over 44 small. Under, sorry, I think I said under, right? Not over, under. I'm going to hold off on that one for now. Let me see what other lines are up. North Alabama, 4.5. Pre-game line likes North Alabama a lot. Halftime likes North Alabama small. Okay. North Alabama plus 4.5 medium. I hope this is another Elon. But we'll do what the numbers say. Plus 4.5. Medium grade. North Alabama plus 4.5 graded medium. That could be another Elon. You see how this stuff works? You see Elon? See what a travel pick that was? That's why you don't go all in. I don't know if that was a terrible pick or just variance. I mean, you're going to lose some. Feels like it was just, I was just didn't know what the hell I was looking at. All right, that's it for that one. Unbettable, but very slightly into UAB under 36 team total. And again, the Marquette game out, dropped to 78 here, minus 115. All right, let's see what else is going on. Toledo game, that'll be interesting. Chicago State, oh God. And I tweeted it out. What a disaster. Oof. Florida State, super high scoring. Alabama A&M getting blown out. Yeah, I gotta chill with the pregame stuff, except for select team totals, which was what I had been doing. All right, so this overall is going to be a pretty iffy day. Providence would be a nice winner. But if it loses, which it looks like it's going to, that's not going to be too good. All right, you can't have the last few days in this show, I've been like 1 or 2 losses and everything else winners. So that's obviously extraordinarily unsustainable. All right, we're going to wrap it up after these next few games come up. North Alabama plus 4.5 only play as of right now. Lean to Marquette under 78, but the halftime analysis says pass. Pre-game analysis says take it. I'm already on the full game under, so that's going to be a pass. We'll wrap this up in a few minutes. Still nothing coming in. Toledo game. Want to see that? we'll wrap this up in a few minutes. Let's just check out what happens in the Toledo line. And the Chicago State game. Should we even bother looking at that? Someone else should look at that, not me. All right, we'll wrap this up. I just want to see what's up with the Alabama A&M line and the Toledo line. Chicago State, there you go, 4.5 and 81. Well, the numbers are saying take Chicago State plus 4.5. They like it a lot. And the Oral Roberts team total under 43. All right, that'll be a play. Just dropped to 115, so I'll take that one. Whatever, I got to give these numbers. These are the numbers say. Oral Roberts under 43, minus 115. That play is medium. Makes me nervous, but that's what the numbers say. Under 43, minus 115, ORU, medium. Chicago State now up to 5. And the numbers like the under 80.5, small. All right, Oral Roberts under 43, minus 115, medium. Oof, official play there. We're going to wrap this up very soon. Just want to see the Toledo game, South Alabama. All right. So today's probably looking like maybe a small loser, maybe a big loser. Who knows? It's going to happen, though. Maybe not, though. Who knows? Yesterday, I thought I was looking at a big losing day when Morehead State was getting blown out. Turned out nothing to worry about. $74 people still watching. Unbelievable. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you. Dear Slayer Ski, thanks for doing the show. Jesse Nemeth, yeah, he's really going to make me come favorite pickers of trolling. What are they talking about? What are they all talking about? All right, LOI says, awesome show, thanks. Lig my ball says, Pete, what numbers you looking at? Lig, I got numbers. I'm looking at numbers. Okay? All right. They're just numbers. Okay? That's what I look at. I should be an actor. I'd be a great actor. Toledo minus 7 and 71. Wow, okay. All right, Numbers like the over, so I'm going to make that a play. UMKC over 71, minus 110. And that's going to be graded medium big, actually. UMKC Toledo over 71, medium big, official play. That could lose, but the numbers say that. That's the play. There you go. Toledo over 71, medium big. Also like both team total overs, not surprisingly, 32 and 39. UMKC team total over a little bit more, it likes. All right, I will make that one a play too. UMKC team total over 32. That's borderline medium and medium small. Yeah, I'll make it a medium-sized play. Grade it medium. So the over 71, medium big. The UMKC team total over 32, medium. Nothing on the side. And also small lean to the Toledo team total over 39. But that is much smaller. Definitely there. All right, a couple more plays going on the official record here. Couple more plays going on the official record. Let's just try to find this Alabama A&M game, and then we'll be out. Man, it would be so nice if after all is said and done tonight, I was just up half a unit. That'd be great. Getting a little worn down here. Wow, look at that. South Alabama game, very high scoring. Oh, gosh. OT in the Kent State game. There you go. All right. That's going to happen. Comes with the territory. Not only is it going to happen, it's going to happen regularly. You know, sometimes everything breaks your way. Sometimes everything breaks against you. All right. Unreal. Shout out Maxwell Smart. Maxwell Smart, are you? I'm sorry. Why are you out of here? Are people fighting? Are people fighting in the comment section? Oh, no fighting. Come on, come on. We're all here to try to have a good time. People are worried about people. What is this? People looking at like I can't moderate squabbling at this and do all this at the same time. There's nothing wrong with being asked to pay for picks, guys, because or something. You know, it takes a lot of effort to do all this stuff. You know, not that it's not a labor of love, but you know, you got to get money. You got to pay the rent somehow, one way or another. Providence losing. Wow. All right. So this could be a bad day. OT in Kent State. Robert Morris was a winner but didn't get it in. Elon, bad call. Providence, bad call. Lipscomb game probably will go under, but the team total is not looking good. That's going to be a loser. All right, this will be a losing day. You know, it happens. Maybe North Alabama can make up for some of it. Maybe the Kent State game. What do we need? What are there? 41, yeah, and 73.5. Okay, we'll see. Man, what a show. I don't know if we should do these shows this long, even though they're kind of fun. All right, last one we're going to discuss here, Alabama A&M, South Alabama. Well, numbers like Alabama A&M plus 5. Pregame likes Alabama A&M plus 5. Halftime says stay off. Probably plus 5 is decent, but I'm gonna stay off of it. Actually likes under 40 a little bit with South Alabama. Well, and the numbers like under 75 a little bit. I don't know. This is one where this two-way. Pre-game says pass on the total. Halftime says under. And small to the South Alabama team, total under at 40. Yeah, the numbers say it. I'll bet it. Maybe, right? Yeah, I'll pass on it. Total pass on that game. All right. Forgot for a minute I was doing a show here. Okay. Long-ass show today. Hope you had a good time one way or another. Overall, picks a little questionable, a little iffy, you know. We'll see how it all turns out. Maybe if the Toledo game goes over and Northern Alabama covers and the Kent State overtime doesn't screw us, who knows? Maybe it'll turn out okay. That's it, though. Let's just check the final comments and then just wrap it up. Hope people don't fight. Shout out to Deer Slayer Ski. Shout out to everyone. Nello I says, live to fight another day, Pete. Yeah, absolutely, you know. I mean, again, I was only looking for just a modest edge. Why I thought that would be a good show, you know. A modest edge combined with, I don't know, talking about college hoops. Thought it was worth a try. First 5 days were very, very good in terms of the picks and the results. Going forward, we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? Aaron 007 says, this show is awesome, man. And that's it. Okay, we'll wrap it up. Try not to squabble in the comments section. And I believe I might take my initial plan was to do the show, you know, every weeknight the entire college basketball season. You know, I might take a day off here or there. I don't know what's going to happen. And obviously, you know, if the picks go south, will it still be a show worth watching? I don't know. The jury's still out. We'll see. Maybe the picks won't go south. It's not even something that needs to be considered. We'll see. Interesting show today for sure. And I'll be back tomorrow to do this tomorrow night. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone, so much.